That one seems shorter.
Oh my God. You're getting older and then everything is shorter.
Wow. You're terrible. Welcome to the show, guys. Thank you for tuning in tonight.
That's right.
At about 6:30, we will be doing the drawing for the winner of the Focal Auditor Subwoofer, signed by all of us.
Yeah.
And so that'll be fun. What does it say? Any day unto you. Okay. Good day unto you, fellow 12-volt car enthusiasts. I hope I find you well on this wonderful Saturday afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you.
And of course, 68 Seattle. Probably raining. Probably raining.
Very cool.
93. Wow, it's Sin City.
It feels like 100 over here.
What's up from Portugal?
What's up, Luis?
From Vegas, Can't JL. What's happening, guys? How's it going? Got some queso and tortillas.
I would have some. All right, man.
We'll have some for you.
That's right.
Car gift. Dave Moreau sends hi. What's happening? Focal Auditor. If you get audited, make sure.
I like that.
Always coming through with the jokes. 25 is the man.
I like that one.
Way to go, man.
Go
Thank
up
you.
a little bit more.
Go up. Here, you can use the mouse. You can use the mouse.
Oh,
you can use it. So thank you for tuning in today. It is a special day, and
it's a special day.
That's
right. Why?
Well, no, it's. I mean, thank you for the birthday wish. It's not a happy day. It's just a happy day because it's Saturday. Let's be honest. It's the end of the week, and we're just thankful that we can wrap this up and get on with our lives. Okay, hold on. No, I'm gonna go here. I got this. We're gonna start with this.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Let's just get this out of the way real quick. Audio control. Have you guys ever heard of it? It's this little bland. It's this little brand out of the Pacific Northwest. They make a ton of awesome products that we use a lot of. One of the newest products, of course, is the Micro Center. Jesus.
The Epicenter Micro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Work with me here.
Hey, it's 50 years,
It's the first one to have the ACR-4. It's the only product right now that works with. So don't ask.
Yeah.
One day soon, hopefully we'll get more. But if you're interested in checking them out, a lot of you guys didn't know, Audio Control makes home audio.
Yes, they do.
Haley, how do you like your Audio Control home receiver?
It's great.
Then there you go. Glowing reviews from Haley. It's great. It's also less filling. But if you're interested in checking out, hey, you know what? The nice thing about websites is it doesn't cost you anything to do. You can thumb around, check them out, see what they make, dig deep. They do have a really sexy website, so head over to audiocontrol.com and check them out. Personally, if you're a fan of doing like a really cool 2-channel audio system for your house, check out the Rialto. We have them, and they're pretty sweet. Hi, Sue.
Hi.
There you go. That's when someone says hi, you go hi back. They're out of frame and out of their minds.
Go.
So
David.
Moving on.
Our gift.
Hi, Haley.
Hi. See, that's how that works.
Oh yeah, go back up to that. Right. Yeah.
Right there.
That Rialto is a bookshelf amp. Is expensive. Quality costs money.
It is.
Hey, you know what's funny though is the regular amplifiers that go in their cars are expensive too. So
yeah,
I mean, electronics are expensive now. Hey, it's funny.
We have the 400.
Did you catch the news yesterday?
Yes, I did.
At 9:00 on Dean and Fernando's Car Stereo Clips.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things we talked about on the news was tariffs are going to expire soon, and there's a lot of tariffs and. I have no idea what all that means. But hey, we knew on the news. So if you're interested in learning more about the 12-hour news, make sure you head over to that. All right, add over. Let's move on. What do we got here? Drop them on me.
There you go.
Happy birthday. Thank you so much. Yep.
Question.
I've got an RSX GS90. I want XM radio. What do you recommend? Honestly, the easiest thing is to just buy it on your phone. You can download it as an app now. I think they only charge you like $5 a month. If you already have a SiriusXM subscription, then you can just add it to it. But reality is for one, it's going to sound better. It's going to sound way better. Otherwise, you have to do an FM modulator, and that kind of sucks. But that would be the other option, is to get some form of an FM modulated version of it, which they still sell. And then you got to find some place to put that. Honestly, it sounds so much better over your phone. So, I mean, if you're in an area where you have good cell service and you have an unlimited plan, I would look into that. Otherwise, you're going to have to do FM modulation.
Yep.
Or if you have an aux jack, you can go that way too.
You can.
I still think the phone's a better way. Hello, is it possible to change a radio on a Ram 1500 2020 with a 5-inch factory radio? Head over to pack-audio.com. That is pack-audio.com. And they should have a dash kit for that will allow you to do fun stuff.
Yeah, they do.
So Fernando's going to pull that up while we're
2020?
2020. I think they make the high 10 kit for that now too, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's what
you get the Stinger high 10 to go right in there. Yeah, I was gonna say it might be under RAM. Go back to RAM. Yep,
Ram truck.
Yep, that's it.
2020.
Search. Let's see what we got
I
here.
think it's like around here.
Yeah, hold on. We'll go.
We have slow internet. Sorry.
No, PAC's website is god awful
Yeah,
slow.
Did
you hit? Oh, there it is. Scroll up. Scroll. Keep going. Scroll higher. Scroll higher. Yep. And that is the integrated kit with the high 10. You can buy it all set. There's your radio in the dash. If you want to do that, they also sell the kit as a standalone. If you go back and hit the back arrow, and then scroll down. No, that's the only way you can get it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the only way?
Yeah.
All right. So there you go. And there's some mirror. Keep going. Yeah. Okay. So there you have it. Check out pack-audio.com if that interests you. All in one, plug and play, done. It'll integrate into the backup camera too, which is important because right now that is a high definition backup camera, even though you have a 5-inch screen. Their radio, because it has HDMI, they have an HDMI switcher that allows you to retain your factory backup camera. Otherwise, you can get the metric kit, but you will be swapping the factory camera out for a metric camera, rerunning it, having to reinstall it. So it might be worth it just to go with the high 10 in there. Hey guys, I've tried reaching out and wanting only you guys to do the upgrade in my
2021 RAM. Just an email.
I'm sure he's already sent it.
Okay.
I wish I had some great answer for you there, but the reality is we spend a ton of time here in the Bay. I don't normally get over there all that often. And when I do, Paul inundates me with trying to get back to as many people as I can when I'm over there. I'll get back to you. All I could say is please be patient. Right now, I know we're booking already for the end of July. So we're working through it as fast as we can. If you really want us to do it, please be patient. If you live in someplace else, maybe we can recommend somebody that's close to you that will do a good job.
Yeah.
But thank you for considering us.
All right.
Ricardo, I always watch the show. I'll be 74 tomorrow. Been a mechanic all my life and still learning every day. See? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. 74.
And he's got a Mini Cooper. The most time-consuming, pain-in-the-butt car to swap a radio in.
It is.
Thank you so much for watching, man.
Thank you.
Hey, guys. When using the key lock, can you still use the basic bass, mid, and treble on the head unit to apply to the new de-equalized signal? Of course you can. Yes, as a matter of fact, you probably will need to. Just make sure when you set up the key lock that all that is set to 0, and then go forth and be merry. Yeah, why not? I would recommend a DSP for a little bit more fun and excitement, or a DSP amplifier. But yes, you can always still use bass, mid, and treble to fine tune the sound. Just remember, if you find yourself going way too up high, like maxing it out, you're doing something wrong. You got something is not right, because you should never have to do that. Because keep in mind, every time you go up, you're adding distortion. Every time you take away, you're not.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Thank you, Mr. Vega. I have a Lexus SE350 with the nav. What can I use to interface to the radio and add aftermarket amps? First off, I don't know what year it is, which makes things kind of difficult. Secondly, with nav is great, but like what else does it have? So it does have a premium audio system of some kind. Regardless of all that, it doesn't matter. You don't have to tell me. Here's a couple things that you have to do in order to figure out your specific situation. First off, you need to find out, does it have a factory premium audio system? If it does, you need to find out, like, there's going to be some testing you're going to have to do. It's not like you can just like go and like there's going to be like one answer for this question. Anytime a car like this shows up on our install bay, we have to test things. So we're going to be doing, what is it, amplified? Is it non-amplified? If it's amplified, is it a fixed volume coming from the radio to the amplifier? Meaning when I do this, the signal that's coming from here to here, does it go up and down, or is it fixed? Is it an ES350? It's going to be I'll save you the headache.
The car is a 2020.
So it's definitely going to be fixed. Go to no.
I was thinking Spiral
They don't
Audio.
make anything for amplifier integration. You got to go to PAC, because
Oh,
some of the 13s, TY13s, work on those cars. Anyways, so you're going to have to go after the amplifier if they don't make an amp pro for this. Fernando will check real quick.
It's a 350.
I don't know.
ES 350.
Yep. So let's see how easy this is going to be. pack-audio.com is the place you want to go. Ooh, all right. So you may be in luck. So what you want to go is go to pack-audio.com. If we go there and we type in ES350, they give us the TY13, which is the Amp Pro. The Amp Pro, and then they also make the TY02 harness. Sometimes you need both of those, but what I strongly recommend doing is going and reading the instructions for those and see if your car fits the criteria. If it does, that is going to plug in and give you 6 channels of 5-volt output. That is going to be the clean, un-EQ'd, straight factory sound that is feeding the factory amplifier. It's not a high-level to low-level adapter. Now, if that doesn't work with your car, then you will be doing high-level to low-level after the amplifier, which can get fun and excitement. And that requires you going in and figuring out how many channels you have, what you actually want to amplify. So I would start with the Amp Pro and keep your fingers crossed. Just read the instructions on their website, pack-audio.com.
All right.
13, F-150 with the Sony system. Am I keeping the head unit? Oh, okay, I'm keeping the head unit, so it's planning the Amp Pro and kicker keys. Okay, heard you say keys aren't for a premium factory system. Is there an easy EQ alternative? Not really, because you have the Sony system. So you've already got an advanced system in your car. So this is one of those problems where we look at stuff and we're like, all right, well, you're already at this level. And a lot of times the kicker key is designed to get people to that level that you're already at right from the factory. So great move by, F-150 2013. But I would, me personally, if it was a 2013, I would be pulling the radio. That radio is definitely not worth keeping at all. It's miserable to interface with. The factory look is great, but I would check to see if the MFT1 kit works on your truck. If it does, you definitely want to go MFT1. It might be MFT2 now, because they have the MFT1 and the MFT2 from iData, which will allow you to keep your factory front bezel if you have the bigger 8-inch screen. So you don't lose any features, and it's a really affordable kit. But aside from that, if you want to keep going down the path like that, as you said, there isn't really anything. However, okay, there is one piece to maybe look at, and that is Audison makes the Forza for the F-150, and you can download the tune for the car. So maybe check out the Audison Forza.
Yeah.
Or check that. It's the Audison Prima. But you can do Forza or Prima. So maybe check out the Audison, because they already have the tune for the car. But I still recommend replacing that radio. It's just frustrating. Considering the size of factory wiring, connecting through T-harness and using a speaker wiring harness from Metra, what would be the max wattage RMS that could be sent through that setup? Maybe 100, 150 watts, maybe 200 watts. a lot.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, you're going to be actively crossing the speaker over. You have a very narrow frequency range that it's going to play. More than likely, you're only going to be putting, let's say you buy an amp that's 120 watts. The likelihood of you actually getting that 120 watts to go over that is thin. The wire is big enough. It's just what it is. This is one of those topics that people will debate forever. And unless you're an electrical, audio, acoustical engineer, probably not the right people to ask that hot button topic. I can just assure you that the wiring that's in the car will do the trick. However, if you're one of those guys that wants to tear it all out and run 12 gauge, by all means, go for it. But it won't be necessary. It'll just make you feel better because you spent that money.
And thank you for the 10.
And thank you for the 10, man.
Right there.
Happy birthday, Dean. Just wondering, do you guys have any Focal crossovers that you can sell cheap that will work with the Universal's ISS 165s? No. But you could probably, Focal has Focal parts.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually buy the parts. If you have a Focal dealer in your town, they can get you parts for that. You don't actually have to. I believe it's just isn't it a cap on the tweeter? I think so. Yeah. It's probably like a 4.7 microfarad cap just on the tweeter, or 3.3. Might be 3.3 microfarad cap. But if you have a Focal dealer in your area, they can buy stuff like that from Focal parts.
Yeah, you can.
My Mini is an 06 first gen. Actually, very easy. Yes, that is the easier one. It has to be later years than, yeah, it does.
Right.
Yeah. You got the easy one.
Yeah, all right.
So, what's your email? I will send you more information about the TRX as I just got it, but want to speak and see what you recommend. I'm in Miami, living in North Carolina, but will come stay while you're doing it. You can email at 5starcarstereo@gmail.com. And of course, that's going to go to the store. Make sure you put an overview of what you're trying to do. Don't start it with "I talked to you on the show," because just lay out in the email what your year, make, model, what you want to do, and then one of us will eventually get back to you. But yes, spell it out. Don't put 5, so FIVE. Okay. Anyone else putting up 5 for the lottery? Winner gets an IRTA tube plus a coupon for $10 off Dean's favorite bullet tweeters. 25. There again, hitting us hard with the jokes, man.
I like that one.
You can put it away.
I know.
When using a two-way passive component, measure from the dash tweeter or the mid-range in the door for time alignment. Happy birthday, Dean. All right. I love this question because there's different answers for it depending on what you're trying to do. Most of the time, if you're using a two-way component where it's a tweeter and a mid-bass, the mid-bass is going to be the one that you want to measure to. Where that comes different is depending on the tweeter you're using. So, for example, most of the tweeters are crossed over fairly high. So they're really not they're not going to screw up the direction. The mid-bass is going to play up higher and it's going to steer the sound. But in some cases, when you get into a tweeter that's a lower frequency tweeter, Morel, where you're crossed over at like 2200, you okay? Sometimes that becomes an issue, and you might want to use the tweeter for the time alignment. The easiest thing to do, of course, is to try them both. If one doesn't sound right, put in the other measurements and see if that sounds better. The other thing, too, is if you're doing like a 3.5 tweeter in the dash and mid-bass in the door, and it's all passive, sometimes most of the time, going to the mid-range in the dash is the better alternative. But don't be afraid to experiment with it because that's what it's there for. But know this, and I'll take this out of Andy Waymeyer's page book. If you've measured from here to here and it's 34 inches, that's always going to be 34 inches. It's not the inches that's screwing you up. It's the level. So if you do need to do adjustment, try turning down the level if the math on measurement is correct.
Thank you for the 10.
Thank you.
T1 Thomas, thank you for the 10, man.
All right, let me do this. Hold on, let's turn that off because their time is up.
All right, so let's weigh in this one.
Okay. let's do what?
No.
Okay. 4 or 5 channel amp recommendation for Infinity Kappa 60 CSX components and Infinity Kappa 6x9s. The CX is a 2.5 ohm, which is my concern. 100 watts RMS. I have a Pioneer. I mean, I'm going to throw it out there. Why not just go with an Infinity amplifier? They make some real solid amplifiers.
Yeah.
And they're cool looking. I'm not going to lie. They're pretty sexy. I like the way they look.
Yeah,
I mean, I know it's like the curtains and the drapes don't have to match, but in this case, you might want to because their amplifiers are designed to run those speakers at those impedances, and they'll do a good job. And yeah, I would just go with the Infinity amplifier.
Yeah.
I think you'll be happy.
All right.
Holy crap, coming in. Baba. Here's 20 entries for your RTR. Happy birthday, Dean, from the usual suspect. Also, wanted to see a super chat. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Dean. Thank you. Just now seeing that. What is Dean's go-to place for food for his birthday if he has to go out and eat with family and celebrate? I don't really have a really great one. I'm kind of boring when it comes to that stuff. Tonight we're going to go out to a place called Noble Crust.
It's fancy.
It's fancy. It's very, very pop your collar type place. But they have a scratch kitchen.
Ooh.
I don't know what they're scratching. Hopefully not their butts. We've eaten there before. We've never made it for dinner, so we're going to go there for dinner tonight. But yeah, hey, I'm easy. I like pizza and French fries. So you got a place with pizza and French fries, I'm pretty much in heaven.
You're not even getting pizza.
Well, we might.
You're getting fried chicken.
But we might get pizza too.
That's gonna be my dinner.
Exactly. So we might get both and we'll share. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. Hey, greedy. All right, you know what? Let's take one little short break here. And we're going to set this up because by the time... Oh, hey, stop. Sorry. Why didn't that work? There we go. Sorry, my bad. Focal is the next sponsor up on the list. And the reason why they are is, for one, they've been a great sponsor for the last 3 months. We've had a lot of fun with the auditor line. We hope you guys have enjoyed it. Also, in 9 minutes or so, we're going to be giving away the signature... your knee, or Sue's knee's in the picture. There you go. Just noticed that. We're going to be giving away the 10-inch auditor signed by everyone involved. So stay tuned for that. And you can find them, of course, at www.focalamerica.com/auditor. All right, moving on.
All right.
Let me squirt down here so just to keep my head in the frame. When installing a sub and amp, is it better to have longer power or speaker wires? Wait, hold on. When installing subs and amps, is it better to have longer power wire or speaker wire?
Like thicker?
No, I think all right. So when we install an amp, 9 times out of 10, it's going underneath the front seat. So we always keep in mind that when running our sub wire. So let's say we have a 500 watt amp for the highs. We're going to run 10 gauge speaker wire, or we might run 12 gauge speaker wire. So it really just depends on, because it's a longer run and it's 500 watts. So we always just change the gauge of the wire depending on how long it has to be and how much power is going to be going over it. So I don't really think it matters, just as long as you keep those two things in check.
Are you going to Applebee's?
I despise Applebee's with a passion.
What?
Oh, it's disgusting.
Dude, Applebee's is the best.
Applebee's and Chili's. Bleh.
It's the best.
No.
Chili's molten lava cake is pretty good.
There you go. If it all tasted like molten lava cake.
Thank you, Mark.
Am I the only one who cannot hear?
Probably.
Hello?
No. Am I the only one?
You are the only one.
Well, he might have meant like physically not here.
Oh. Well,
I hope not.
all right.
All right, what do you got? Canon Exelon X802.5 or Sony XM GS4 for mid-bass tweeters running active. Well, the 802.5 is a 5-channel. They do make the 404, which is the 4-channel version of that. which might be a better move as far as that goes. The GS4 is a pretty nice amplifier. I mean, based on tweeters are running active. I don't know if the GS4 has a. Are you gonna be using some form of a DSP, external DSP, or something like that? That'd be my one question, because I don't know if they. I know the Exelon does not have a 10-time multiplier switch. However, the Exelon, the bigger one, is it the 604? Damn it.
No.
Now you're gonna make me look. Hold on.
I remember one day you buy amp those speakers.
Yeah, we went through the passive crossover, so
Really?
yeah. Hold on.
Kenwood.
I got it. I'm going fast.
Okay.
Um,
Kenwood XO9.
really? I don't want news. I want this. There we go. So it is the 601. Or yeah, no. XR 401.4.
Yeah.
All right, so this amplifier from Kenwood here, hold on, let me shut this off, is the XR 401.4. It's a 4-channel amplifier that what it has is a 10-time multiplier switch for the tweeter, and it allows you to go full active out to a set of components. So you can cross over the tweeter, and then whatever the bottom of the tweeter is becomes the top of the mid bass. So you don't have to worry about getting them lined up or anything like that. It automatically does it for you. And then you just dial in the bottom of your mid bass so that so you have your bandpass channel and then your tweeter. Awesome amplifier. I believe we dynoed it at some point, the XR 401.4. So check that one out. And then they also make a matching sub amp, which is the 601.4. And they're really thin too. They're like an inch tall. They're super sexy. I just like Applebee's and their horrible steaks. I mean, I don't eat steaks, so I'm gonna take your word for that. All right, what else you got?
All right.
So many donations. Viewers have paid for your fancy dinner.
Yeah, why not?
5-channel recommendations for Challenger with Kenwood 6903s and the XR. Well, hell, that's easy enough. I mean, you there it is right here.
901.
Yeah, dude, that's it right there. XR 901.5. I mean, if you want, you got the Kenwood, just go with it. Go all the way. Why not? That's money right there, and reasonably priced.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever done a big 3 on an 08 GM SUV? MechMan suggested only doing one bigger ground through the ground sensor loop. I have a stock alternator. Do I have any experience with doing more grounds? Listen, when an expert talks, listen to the expert. If he's telling you what to do what he says. He's got way more experience in this than probably 99% of the people in the business. So just do what he says. It's going to make the most sense and work the best. He knows. That's his thing. So I'm going to go with whatever he defaults to.
That's it?
That's it. That's all I got.
All right.
I keep forgetting to tell you guys, you should try tuning with the band album Empire. Oh, Queensryche album Empire. Oh yeah, that was Trigillis's favorite radio.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, he loved that. I mean, I've been tuning with it for years, and it's one of the best produced rock albums of all time. Oh, he loved that album. Trigillis just jammed. That was his thing. Okay, yep.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, oh, I remember these guys. Probably not. Have you done any Macintosh installs? Yeah. Lots, when they were actually relevant in car audio. That we were the #1 Macintosh dealer in the state of Florida. Sue stole my Macintosh jacket as soon as I got it. So
do you still have it?
Still
have it? Yeah.
Heck yeah.
The
You
leather
wear it all the
jacket.
time.
the leather Macintosh
That
jacket.
jacket's
Nice.
Yeah, we had to.
You gotta take a picture.
You
and
had
put
to
it
buy.
on Instagram.
You had to buy $20,000 worth of Macintosh gear in order to get the jacket.
So
Not
that was-
personally for the store, and we bought 2.
Wow.
So we sold a shit ton of Macintosh. And that amp over on the wall there, the Macintosh amp that's underneath the auditor right there, is an amplifier that I sold somebody back in '98.
Wow, you're old.
Shut up.
That's
And
before I was born.
It was before you were born. It might have been sooner than that. Maybe it was 90. I don't know. It's in the owner's manual that he has too. It's taped to the back. He brought it in and gave it back to me last year. It was really cool. So definitely one of the coolest things he's ever gave me. And I've gotten some really cool stuff. So that was pretty awesome.
Jeez.
2016 Ram keeping stock head unit and going full JL audio. C2 600 components front and rear. JL stealth box with the 10W3V3s,
Nice.
RD905, fix 86. That's the only problem. And install gear. Am I set to install to factory head unit? No, you're not. So here's the deal. You don't want to fix 86. You want to tweak, and you don't want to fix the system. You want to just circumvent the system, integrate into the system. You need an Amp Pro. You need an Amp Pro CH 21 or 41. I don't know.
Yeah.
Your corresponding year. It doesn't matter. But you want an Amp Pro. So an Amp Pro is going to go, it's probably the 41. The Amp Pro is going to go in there. And whether you have the factory premium audio system or not, it's going to give you a full preamp section on EQ'd, no bass roll off, no nonsense. The fix is going to try to push the factory. It's the wrong piece for the job.
2016, right?
Yeah, you went to RAM.
Yeah.
You didn't go to RAM.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
I did.
Yep. Search. Anyways, the tweak is an actual DSP. So after you've gotten the preamp level output that you need, then you can go in with the tweak and have all kinds of fun with it and actually do what you need to do. Yeah, you're not going to be happy with the fix. It's a lot of work. It's not going to fix any of the stuff that's going on with it.
Well, you can change it radio.
Keep scrolling. Oh, where are you going? There it is. All right, so this is the product you need right here. Hold on, wrong button. So you need that. That's a sub pro. You need to go down to, there you go, Amplifier Pro.
Mm-hmm.
So you need the AP4 CH41. The R2 is the only one that's available. The R2 is for amplified or non-amplified integration from the Dodge Ram. So that is the AP-CH41. That is what you need. The fix is not going to fix it. It is just going to shine it. And you know what happens when you shine a turd? You still got a shiny turd. Are you not a fan of JL Audio gears? I love JL Audio.
Do you? Oh, yeah. Tweak.
This is my tweak. I bought it because I like the tweak.
Did you tweak it?
I've tweaked it. I think it's an awesome DSP. It's a lot of fun. It's pretty cool. It's super easy to use. I also bought the Max Tune.
Also, 20. Thank you for the 20.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. But please get the AP4. You'll be way happier. Way happier. I just ran across your channel. I really enjoy your videos and your level of detail you put in your work. I really wish more shops were like yours. Keep it up. They're getting better. We're trying really hard to get it better. All right, listen, we're at the 30-minute mark. Can we do the drawing?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to draw. Haley, come on over here with the sub. So this is the beast here. So this was featured. This is the Auditor 10-inch featured in the Car Stereo Lab that we did with Haley's truck, signed by all of us. It stinks to high heaven because if you saw the video in the very end, Fernando was doing his recorded, like, oh, I need to get a flex video. And we were playing it
perfect.
Way too hard. And the smoke came out. It still works. There's no warranty on it, none whatsoever. So if you win it, do whatever you want with it. It still plays. If you want to put it on the shelf, put it on the shelf. Now we had, 400 entries?
200.
No, it was more than that. Way more than that. It was close to 400.
No.
We have a lot of entries.
I'm not even arguing with you right now. Anyways, so what we've done is we've selected 10 finalists that are here on the sheet that you can't see. All right. And we have in this 10 numbers, 1 through 10. You're going to be the fourth pull. Okay. The fourth number to come out of here is going to win. All right. So the first 3, we're going to tell you who they are, just so you can feel bad about it. It's a lot of fun for us to do that. It's really what it comes down to. I know it's just fun for us. That's all I got to say. Haley, would you like to draw the numbers?
Yeah.
Sure. I want to behave it.
All right, so the first. All right, tell me what you got.
Number 1.
Ron H. Email is RH10. You're the first loser. Thank you for playing, though. Stay tuned for the 12 Days of Christmas in December because we'll be giving a lot more stuff away then, hopefully.
Number 3.
Oh, man. Mark Koval. There you go. Thank you. Mark Koval, you were the second loser. Sorry, Mark. There again. Stay tuned to the end of the year.
Okay. Number 10.
Number 10. It's just KT. I don't know if he makes tape or whatever, but 10. KT, sorry, you were the third loser. All right, so those are the first 3 losers. The next number she pulls out of this beautiful auditor subwoofer from Focal, and thanks for them sponsoring the show, is going home to you. Get excited. I am so excited.
All right.
All right.
This is it,
She
guys.
got it.
This is it. This is it.
Number 8.
Oh, number 8. Ah!
Missy Elliott.
Christy Elliott. Missy Elliott. Christy Elliott, you are the winner. That's right. Thank you so much. Everyone who participated in this and went over and followed Focal America on Instagram. Thank you very much for all of that. But Christy Elliott, you are the winner. We will send you out an email to let you know. Of course, you're going to need to give us your address, your home address. We have your email, so that we can get this thing out to you in the next couple days. It'll probably be about 2 weeks before we get it out to you because we're going out of town next week to the Knowledge Fest, the fest that is of knowledge. But this is yours. We hope it's going to a good home. We hope you have fun with it. If it's just going to sit on your shelf or go in your car, whatever you want to do, that's pretty awesome. So thank you so much for everyone that played. You can set that behind you.
Congratulations.
And back to the rest of the show.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me do. Go to banners and pull up bottom. That one. Yep, that one. All right, you can go back. All right, so the next sponsor of this show, real quick, is MorelleHiFi.com. I'm the biggest fanboy in the world of MorelleHiFi.com. They said, you know what? We love you guys, and thanks. If you guys want to learn more about Morelle, head over to their website and check them out. You won't be disappointed.
Right there.
Wait, hang on. I wanted to do this. Let me just wrong. Where the heck is it? No.
It's in the corner.
It's in the corner. So we've told you to go to their website just to check it out. I've pulled it up today. This is it here. It says watch Morelle's story. Just go watch this. If you do nothing this weekend, head over and watch this and tell me what you think. Let me know in the comments later. Okay, moving on. Back to the questions.
Thank you for the 5.
Ooh, Top Gun 2 was awesome. It's hands down, badass movie. If you didn't check our review on SideJag, we gave away all the secrets. Don't go watch it.
Thank you for the 2.
Worst best friend. Good name. Could you recommend someone in North Carolina to tune audio control DM608 for me? So I personally can't. However, you can call tech support or tech support at audio control, and eventually you'll get through to Matthew Palumbo. Ask for his email address if you want. Matthew Palumbo is the national sales manager / trainer / everything there is to know about audio control. And if he will know somebody in North Carolina or close to where you're at that will be able to help you out. So the person you want to get a hold of at audio control is Matthew Palumbo. So I would suggest calling their tech support or emailing them and asking them if Matthew knows someone in that area. That would be the best thing to do.
Yep.
Okay. Is there a big difference between the P310 and the P312? It's 2 inches.
Boom.
Yes, there is a difference. There is a substantial difference.
Yeah.
And also whether you have the wedge or the car box, here's the other thing too. They also make the P512.
If you want an
If you
upgrade.
really want a lot of bass, the
Yeah.
P512 is the way to go. It's the same power wire. You don't have to change your power wire. If you run an 8 gauge, you're golden. But there is a slight difference between the two. It is louder. I'm guessing that's the question. Everyone's giving her congratulations. Thank you, guys. That's pretty awesome. 2008. Woo! Damn. Wow. Okay. Pontiac Grand Prix, Pioneer 3700, Phoenix Gold TI2s, Focal Universal. I have a set of Polk Audio DB 691s or the Focal Aztecs. I would go Focal. And for no other reason is that you want the speaker characteristics to match. It's timbre, whatever. It basically means speaker characteristics. You have a Focal up front. You really want to go with the Focal Access in the back. They both share the same tweeter. You don't want something where the tweeters are going to be mismatched because one might be louder than the other, or one might have a totally different sound than the other, and it becomes distracting. You may have to turn one down or turn one up. So in this case, we would always match brand for brand because they're going to have very similar sound characteristics. Columbo was a show, not a car stereo guy. Yes, he was, and I watched it.
Really?
Yeah, Columbo? Oh, yeah, he was a detective. It's like Batman, but not. Have a great weekend, all. Haley, get the Boring Life episode edited and posted. Do the best. She'll do her best. Yeah. Anyone going to Slamology next week? We will unfortunately be at Knowledge Fest. So I know Scott from
Yes,
Yeah.
Scott.
Scott's
Yeah.
going. I just want to say Scott the Ginger, but I mean but he'll be there. So make sure you guys
He's a rep now for
I don't know. He's the sundown evangelist pimp. So
Yeah.
definitely look for Scott while you're there. And he did put up a post the other day where he's bringing stuff for people because he's got like super deals on back caps and stuff like that.
Very nice.
So
Yeah,
that was last night. I was gonna say they do the Rolling Thunder podcast on Friday nights on Fro Says Hi.
Hi, bro.
Facebook. There we go. Sorry.
on Facebook.
Yeah, Rolling Thunder. Yep. So it'd be a good way to get a hold of them. It's been several months. I know.
Oh, you have a lot of work to do.
Columbo or Murder, She Wrote? Oh, Murder, She Wrote, of course. Come on, man. Angela Lansbury all the way.
Oh, right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Scott, there. Baba put it right there.
Scott Dillbeck.
Yep, Scott Dillbeck. Scott Dillbeck will be there. So, and Living Loud with Andy is going.
There you go.
Damn.
Everybody's
you could
going.
Get a 2 for it. No, that's just 2 people. Slow it down, killer.
Oh,
You
High
could go
Five is
s-
not going?
You could go see. No.
Huh.
It's in Indiana. He's on the opposite side of the United States.
Yeah.
And he's going on vacation. So.
Oh, see? Can't afford JL. Go.
I went to Slimology last year. It was way too hot. Vegas is 116 degrees. Felt cooler. That's because you got no breeze, man. Yeah, it's Vegas, baby. It always
Hybrid.
better. Hybrid audio. Hybrid audio got bought out by Sounds with a Z.
Yeah.
So now it's Sounds with a Z and the Hybrid logo at the back end of it. But they're a motorcycle audio manufacturer and power sport stuff. Hoping they bought the company, and supposedly when I talked to them in Vegas, they were like, yeah, we're going to try to take the best of everything. They were one of the biggest customers of Hybrid Audio. So when he decided it was time to throw in the towel, they bought it. So, cause they were just buying tons of stuff from them anyways. So, it's one of those companies we got to kind of wait and see what happens. But you can still get some of the high end stuff. They're not getting rid of it.
Scott is going.
Oh, there you go. Scott Franks will be there.
There you go.
Yeah, because he's right up in Michigan, so that's like right over there.
Yeah.
I've become a huge Hertz speaker fanboy. I love how they're not too bright and not too warm. They are a very neutral speaker.
Yeah,
Funny story about Hertz is that was back in the day when we had Hertz High Energy. That was like
first
the
love.
first love of Fernando's because
Mhm.
he'd only heard loudspeakers. And so we did a set of the high energies in a car, and I was like, all right, sit in this car and listen to this. he was just like, holy crap. Like,
Yeah.
so,
Definitely.
but yeah, you know, the great thing about the Hertz is you hit it right there in the head. It's a wonderful speaker for just sitting and enjoying the sound, and it's not too much of anything. It's just the right amount. It's a good balance. We like to sell those to like older rockers, you know, because they can sit in the car and just jam out all day long and just feel good about it.
They're really good.
Can you recommend an amp that will power and crossover for an active system running 6.5 auditor components and a single JL? So just a 4-channel crossover for an active system. Ooh, okay. So
it's a 5-channel or 4-channel?
So I'm thinking he's like a 5-channel.
Yeah, because it's a
audio control
component?
LC51300.
Yeah.
The audio control 51300 has full bandpass crossovers on it with 10-time multiplier switches. So you have the LC51300 and you have the D51300. Both of them will do what you want. One of them has a DSP. But what you're looking for in the amplifier, if you're hunting, is something that has, it's going to say 10 times multiplier, or X10 is usually what you're looking for on channel 1 and 2. What that does is that will multiply that crossover point, which is usually from like something to 250 times 10. So 80 becomes 800, which is what you need. And then you need something that has a band pass, meaning it's going to have a high pass and a low pass crossover. So you usually see LP, HP, and BP for band pass. That's and there'll be 2 sets of controls most of the time, not all the time. I know on the Alpine, on the X series amplifiers, the 5-channel uses like what the Kenwood use, like we talked about here, the 401.4, is that you set it has a 10 times switch for the tweeter on 1 and 2, and whatever you set that tweeter to automatically becomes the top bandpass point on the channel 3 and 4, and then you just set your your high pass for your mid bass. So let's say you pick 3200 for your tweeter, it'll automatically put 3200 as the top for your mid range, and then you select 80 hertz, and then you have the 5th channel. So that's the Alpine X series amplifiers.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Here.
Hello from and also the KXM, the Kicker Marine amplifiers. The 5-channel has it too. Sorry, Kicker Marine amplifiers, the more expensive ones, not the they have that. Okay, sorry. Hello from California. Question: Which sub 10-inch is under $300 and small box you guys recommend?
I think the kicker comps are under $300.
The kicker comps are probably, so Fernando's chilling out over here on the kicker page, looking at the kicker comps.
Yeah.
Now, if you're looking for an all-in-one, the P300, Rockford P300 we had, the P300 is pretty close to that too. So it's an amplifier and sub all-in-one.
Yeah.
Puts out a really, it's not disappointing.
Ooh. That's it.
I have no idea. Funny you should ask. Yes, if you follow me on Instagram, or you follow 5-Star on Instagram, you saw I put a Bema hat up the other day. Yeah. So it was a hat check Sunday. And yes, we are friends with the guy that owns the distributor here in the United States. He spent the day with us the other day. We had a great time. We're going to get him on the show and just interview him, have some good fun with us. So I would have. The only reason I'd say Bema is just because I know the guy. But I really don't know the difference between Bema and PRV. So I can't really answer that and like with any confidence whatsoever. I just know the Bema guy, and he's a really cool dude. So
yeah, it is. It is cool.
Yeah.
All right.
How can I become more efficient and quicker on installs? Time. Exactly.
Ooh,
That's my kid. Time and practice, man. It's just really what it comes down to. The more you do, the more confident you become. The more confident you become, the faster you can move. But keep this in mind. Being fast is not necessarily the best thing in car audio, because there's plenty of fast guys out there and they suck. They suck bad. In my time, I've been considered, when I was younger, I was considered one of the fastest installers. I think when we did that install wire challenge that the dude from Canada put out there, I smoked everybody. Listen, I've been a long time. I was super fast. And it was just because I was efficient. Efficiency is key. That's another thing where you can shave time. Like when it comes to tool placement, we have tool buckets. Our buckets hold all our tools in. I don't have to go looking for nothing most of the time. And we have multiple sets of them. So like I have a set of tools on my tabletop. I have a set of tools that I take to a car. So I have 2 drills. I have 2 crimpers. So there's 2 of everything. So I don't have to like, oh crap, where are my crimpers? I got to go over to the car, grab my crimpers and come back. Every time you have to do that, that's 2 to 3 minutes. That could add up to a half hour a day, an hour a day. So efficiency is key, but just experience and time. It's all it comes down to. But don't trade quickness for quality. A lot of people won't take a car apart. They're just toughen wire up underneath things. That's a shitty install. So be proficient, but be proficient in the right way. Don't be afraid to take something apart. Listen, an extra hour on something is the difference between a shitty install and a great install. Charge more, take your time. Yeah. Thank you, Larry. L. Fernandez. Larry, why did I say Larry? Is it Larry?
Is that
Who's L. Fernandez? Larry?
Yeah, that's him.
Of course it is. Why am I questioning myself? No, just kidding. Thank you, L. Fernandez.
I
got a set of Alpine SPX 17 Pros, but I need a 3.5 to match them in my Jeep. Trying to go active LC 400 or DSP 810. All right, so if you're trying to go active, you're going to need more channels. LC 400 is only 4 channels. All right, hold on. So do we want to do a 3.5 and the 6.5 inch mid base in the bottom of the door, or do we want to keep the tweeters mounted up on the side, 3.5 in the top of the dash? Alpine does make a 3.5 to make a 3-way set. Or are we just trying to go with a really awesome set of 3.5s to go up next to them? If we're just looking for an awesome set of 3.5, I'll give you 2. And they're both called C3s. One is made by Illusion and one is made by Kenwood. Take your pick. Be prepared sitting down when you look at the price of the Illusions, but
the Illusion is a C3X.
C3X, thank you.
C3X.
I was going to say, it's not 3, it's 7. But the C3X Illusion is the best 3.5 on the face of the earth, hands down. Nothing going to beat it. And then you have the C3s from Kenwood, which is really nice. That's one of our go-to speakers for the top of the dash. So take your pick. Can you add tweeters to a 4-channel amp running front, back? Happy birthday. Thank you. Most of the time, like a tweeter really doesn't... the frequency that a tweeter plays at, the ohm load it's going to put onto the system. If you have, let's say, a set of components up front, if you're adding a tweeter into there, it's not going to hurt anything. Just make sure you use the passive crossover that it comes with, and then you're rocking and rolling. I was going to say, who's the sponsor of this? Scrolling across the bottom for the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Go ahead and you can shut that off. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. I just bought an Epicenter. Should I go before or after the DSP? Your video showed after DSP, but the paperwork shows before. Doesn't matter if it's an unfiltered signal. So let me explain how we say and why, and then you decide what you want to do. I really don't care what their paperwork says because it was probably written a long time ago and by someone that, who cares? Anyways, everything's going into the DSP nowadays. So whether you have an aftermarket radio or a factory radio, you're feeding it into the DSP. So going before the DSP just doesn't make sense. Now, if you're coming out of the DSP, you've already directed the sound to the sub-channel. So just leave the crossover off, which you can do much easier on a DSP than you can anywhere else. So come out of the DSP with the sub crossover off, go into the Epicenter, full range. Out of the Epicenter into the amplifier, use the crossover in the amplifier. All amps have them. It's a way smarter way to do it. Dial it in and you're golden. You get the maximum amount of voltage. It doesn't matter, doesn't matter what's coming on the input. It might be, like I said, because you could be doing Toshlink, you could be doing RCA, you could be doing high level, and it just doesn't make sense to go before the DSP. So going after the DSP, in my mind at least, makes way more sense. So that's what I would do. Have a great birthday celebration. Say hello to Sue and Haley. Hello, Sue and Haley.
Hey.
Thank you, Fang of Truth.
There you go, right there.
Illusion Audio C3X. Yes. You know what?
Do you have them?
I have them. I
Nah.
probably can't reach them, and I'm going to kill myself doing it. But
Great.
hopefully you screwed these into the wall well. Okay, good. So years ago, we did something for Illusion. They asked me, hey, what do you guys want for, I said, I want a set of C3Xs. And they're like, okay.
Yeah.
This is it right here. This is the C3X. Ooh, look at that. Look at that basket. Look at that monster. As you can see, it's bi-amped because inside the box right here is the passive crossovers. That's right. Big ass passive crossovers. Look how that's it. That is the sexy. You got titanium tweeter. You got a carbon style cone, carbon fiber, aluminum basket, neo magnet. Oh my gosh. Don't remove the sticker because the warranty's void. Open design for maximum chill. Like that's all open there, just so it can get tons of air in there to cool that magnet, because this thing just sounds so sexy. And that little dot, that is the tweeter. It's probably, I want to say about a half inch, maybe bigger, maybe, yeah. It's got a giant surround on it. But dude, these things, they're the bomb. Okay.
Hi, Sue.
What'd you do at the top? Oh, can
I was right here.
Okay. I'm not climbing
Say
back up
hi.
there right
I
now.
did say hi to Fro before. Sorry. Hi, Fro. Again. Yes,
Oh, there.
we're hiding in the background. Yes.
Okay. Dean has super calf muscles. That's because
Oh,
I
it's out.
run a lot.
Nah, it doesn't.
I run 100 miles a month.
No. False.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
False
you lie.
information.
How's that false information? I'm
Lying.
at 510 miles right now.
I'm kidding.
Prove
I
it.
just wanted to see you get mad.
I was going to say, come at me, bro.
I
was gonna say.
So defensive.
Yeah, dude.
Wow, it's
That's
like-
a pain in the ass.
Right away, yeah.
Dude, that's
Face
rough,
got
bro.
rid of everything.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, God, man. It's hard. It's hard work.
Don't fall. I still have questions.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
kidding. All right.
Tots. What is a mass-loaded vinyl?
Isn't that the $1 million question? Dude, I really don't. I really don't have an answer for that. Heavy vinyl.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Every time we ask somebody that, they always give us a different answer. I honestly don't know. When people are talking about mass loaded vinyl, they're typically talking about going with one sheet of sound treatment over the whole cover of the door. So you have butyl, you have metal, and most of the time you have foam, and you're just kind of sealing off the whole cavity of the door. It's the pictures you see on Instagram where they go over like all the wires. Pretty much the opposite of what Fernando does, where Fernando goes in and literally gets every nook and cranny and all that. This is a much faster way of covering the door panel. It adds just weight and density to it. Yes, I'm with you. One of these days, I'm going to get a straight answer on this one because nobody sells just a heavy vinyl. And don't worry, you don't have to answer me. I really don't want to know right now because the show's almost over. All right. Okay. Is that a conversation they're having? I think they're having a conversation. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
The ACBT 24.
That's a happy 6
Yeah.
It's not that good. It's not
in 10 years.
good. 10 years. All right. Go ahead. Shut them off.
That's it.
Kill the feed. All right. Hey guys, it is the end of the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have a full packed week for you next week. Of course, we'll be back here Monday on Facebook to answer more of your questions and have some fun. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're gone. Thursday, we're done here. We are headed to Orlando Knowledge Fest, where we'll be going live on Instagram and, of course, here on YouTube.
Yep.
Saturday, I'll let you know if we're doing the Saturday show on the MEA page that I've been doing now. Every time I'm there, they ask me to host it. We do some interviews with some industry people. It is a lot of fun, but we're going to find some time. Chris Vera will be there from Best Buy.
Nice.
Maybe you two might get to do a show floor like you and Fro did at Vegas, and I'll just kind of stand back and watch because that for me is way more exciting than me doing it. But make sure to tune in because we're going to be doing a lot of live fun and excitement there just to take you guys along. I remember one time last time when we were at
Master Tech.
No, Vegas. I'm sorry. Last year when we were in Orlando, it was what, like 2:00 in the morning.
Yes.
And I go, Sue isn't going to be up watching this. And as soon as she gets up in the morning, she watches it, and I get a text message. What the hell? So you never know when we're going to go live when we're there. It is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So make sure to tune in. I don't know what videos we'll have up for you guys next week. So just, play along. We'll have some fun. We'll do all kinds of neat stuff. But that's what we got going on next week. Thank you guys so much for participating in the Focal America giveaway. And we'd like to thank Focal America for being a sponsor of the show. I'd like to thank Morel for being a sponsor of the show, as well as Audio Control for being a continued supporter of the show. It's a lot of fun. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. You guys go forth and have a great weekend. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. If you're interested, forget it. You guys have a great weekend. We'll see you later next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.